Every kid was covered in goosebumps when watching the children's hit TV series in the 90s, airing from 1995 to 98 with 4 seasons, based on the books written by R.L. Stine with the fitting title, Goosebumps.
Come on. Oh, come on. This place is your place now.
Each episode inspired right from the books, transcending from page to our imaginations to the screen. There's 3 in particular that I wanted to discuss with you. This first episode is a personal favorite of mine. The Haunted Mask is the 11th book in the series that was joined in the bestsellers list. In its screen adaptation, actress Catherine Long received a Gemini Award nomination at a young children's youth program. And this story about a bullied girl who wants revenge on scaring her tormentors on Halloween night with an unordinary mask that ends up taking her over, but she learns to accept and love herself, freeing her from the haunted mask. It has both light scares and that will spook the kids watching it, but will hopefully also pass on its message of finding yourself, even in your childhood, under the hurt and under the mask.
Whoa, Carly, Beth, you are scary.
This episode, also revolving around my favorite time of year, Halloween, it really captures the autumn feel, which is one of the many reasons I enjoy watching it every year. Having a very well written story, even if for a younger audience, it doesn't downplay itself. It delivers on the shivers.
Symbol of love.
A family of 4 moved to the countryside, 2 siblings and their scientist parents, bring a deer to adapt to the wilderness. But can the family adapt to the feverish swamp? And R.L. Stine's 14th book, The Werewolf of Fever Swamp. This episode was also praised by its critics and fans. I think it's the scariest of its collection, with a darker approach involving death and helplessness, and a classic movie monster story that's told in honorable fashion. This episode also stars Brendan Fletcher, who I think gives a really good performance, who would later be cast in 2003's Freddy vs. Jason. This episode is put together by well-acted performances, crafty cinematography that'll make you take a second look. Out of all the episodes in the Goosebumps series, this is one to remember. The Werewolf of Fever Swamp will leave you howling for more. A Night in Terror Tower, which is the 20th book loosely based on The Princess and the Tower, written in 1483. This screen adaptation stars Corey Sevier, who's been in Disney's Summer of the Monkeys, many Lifetime and independent films, who's grown with some pretty good acting chops. Our brother and sister take a trip to a museum known as Terror Tower, with real historical artifacts, but may find themselves trapped there, being part of history themselves. This one isn't so much scary, but fun, with an imaginative story and a medieval set, while also learning some history and torture. Goosebumps still remains a staple of the 90s. Goosebumps sadly came to an end with legal battles between R.L. Stine and Scholastic, declining sales and resulting with a cancelled series. But don't worry, true terror never dies. Viewers beware, you're in for a scare.
Some kind of wolf.